Hi, this is Mike, Whiskey Alpha 9, Papa India Echo, and this particular video is to talk a little about some of the feature changes in Ham Radio Deluxe Logbook 6.2. Specifically, I'm going to look at awards and label printing in this version. Okay, in advance of making this video, I went ahead and made an online application with Logbook of the World. And when I made that application and did the download, I can see that I have 23 challenge credits and one mixed, one CW, one phone, four phone and one digital mode that were included in this. So previously what I would have seen is 43 that were not submitted. So the ones that could be submitted online, Logbook of the World, I submitted these first. So now that they've been submitted electronically, I'm going to go back over into Logbook. I'm going to hit download, and because Logbook of the World began in September of 2003, I'm going to skip back here to 2003, and I'm going to click download. It's going to pull down all of my data from Logbook of the World since the beginning of the time. The reason why this is important, again, is because I may have had QSLs received recently, but what I want to track are the credits that I've just applied for. And so those may be related to QSOs that were confirmed quite some time ago. So this download will take a moment because it's my entire log. So here you see it's basically brought down 1,450 records, or 1,449 matches. One of the things it's showing me now that I have to check is that it says there's no match for HB9 FAP on 40 meters CW, so I'm going to make a handwritten note here. HB9 FAP, 40 meters CW, so I'll have to go check that one. I could view the ADIF using ADIF Master, but the difference is that what we're going to see here is we're going to see where the credit fields have been updated. This is not something that you get in any other kind of file download, which is why I went back to the beginning of my log. So I'm going to say save that to the database. It's finished. I'll go back over into awards tracking and hit refresh, and look, they've all been credited or granted. So I went from 23 submitted, and now they've been updated and granted status, automatically updated. So what about those QSLs that aren't confirmed in Logbook of the World? So I also have 20 that are 20 challenge credits, as well as one mixed credit, 6 CW credits, and 2 phone credits. These are QSL cards. So I took these QSL cards to Dayton. Here's my submission form, so I can see the ones that I submitted. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is go into my awards tracking, and I'm going to change the value of submitted status for all these from not submitted to submitted. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to first go to the first one, and I'm going to select the filter that says oldest. Well, there's probably only one there, but we're going to select oldest. Open this up. I'm going to change the, I got the award tab here. I'm going to come down to mixed. That's what I'm submitting. So I'm going to select that one, and that is updated to submitted. So if I come back over here and I hit refresh, I'm going to see that that one bounced over here. Oh, good. So I'm going to do the same thing with the next bunch. Again, I've selected oldest. I'm going to view all. I'm going to go in here in the awards tab. I'm going to select mode, because that's what I'm looking at now. It's DXCC mode. And I'm going to go through and update these. Normally this just generally takes just a few minutes to update them. And you do have to update them manually like I'm doing right now, when you submit cards, because they don't get updated like this on Logbook of the World. And if I refresh this, it'll bounce over here. I'm going to go through the same one, the same process here. Here's the Anabon one, which I'm going to have selected as mode. Now I kind of knew that one was going to be selected by because it's the only QSL I've got for Anabon for any band or mode. So I know that it's going to come up on band, but just to keep organized about this, I'm going to do it as the report walks me through this. So I'm still looking at mode for the moment. If I refresh, those are showing submitted. I'm going to come down here to the to this one. Since I'd already selected mode previously, I'm going to select band. If I come back, I can refresh and see that that one's shown up here. I'm going to, again, got the oldest shown, view all. Now I'm updating for band. And I can refresh this one. We'll see those show up there. I'm going to update these for band. And I'm showing the whole process here, folks. I mean, obviously I only made 22 submissions here, but 22 is pretty much 22% of the 100 if you just started from scratch. And it only takes a few minutes to go through all these and update them. Doesn't take long at all. Just the refresh helps you double check your work and make sure you got them all updated. Here's the Anabon one that has been already submitted for mixed and mode, so I'm going to update the band. And again, we're doing this just because these are paper QSLs were submitted in an application. If they were submitted online, they would have been updated like I showed previously. Just a few more to go. Once you do this a few times, it becomes pretty straightforward and easy. And just 3 more to go. Perfect. Good. So all 20 of those are now shown submitted. They're in a paper application. As soon as that paper application gets processed, they will most likely show up in Logbook of the World. So once I get my paper form back, I may go back and download all my credits again, and these will move from submitted over into granted. So that's pretty much how easy that is. Let's take a look at something else. Let's look at QSL labels. So you notice when I went into these a while ago, I had a filter set to oldest. And this is because you only make one submission per award. You don't submit 2 cards for the same DXCC band award. You only need 1. So that's why we selected this. That's appropriate for award submissions, but when we're trying to confirm countries, we need all the countries that all the QSOs that we work with those countries. So let's say I've got 10 countries that I need QSLs for DXCC digital. I'm going to double click that. I see those 10 here, but what I really want to find out is show me all the people that I need to QSL with. I'm going to uncheck this. This filter here toggles between off, oldest, newest, and off. All right, so those are the 3 values. I'm going to view all of those, and I can see I have 14 QSOs among those 10 countries. You can see there's a number of QSOs here with Australia. Another thing that's handy to do is just save a form for a layout. So if I have a custom awards tracking form where I only want to see certain fields in this, I can select that. And if I do a Control A, I select all of them. All those QSLs, I can come down to options, or sorry, file, print QSL labels, and off we go. We can print QSL labels either on label stock, or we can print QSL labels right on the back of QSL card is what I'm doing. So once you do that, you can move on to a different award and so on. Another enhancement that we'll do at some point is to allow you to select multiple or all of these cells so that you can print them all at the same time. So that covers awards tracking and labeling. So it's been good. So this is Mike, Whiskey Alpha 9 Papa India Echo. I hope this video was helpful. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit us online at the addresses you see here. Thanks for tuning in 73s.